Now, some people say that deciding when to take Social Security will be your biggest retirement decision. Jade Warshaw works with Dave Ramsey and said this on Fox Business.
If you reach 62 years old and you say, listen, I don't really need Social Security, I've got my own nest egg, yeah, take that money early. You're going to get a lower distribution, but you should invest that amount. Now, if you say to me, Jade, I need Social Security, I need every bit of it, I would tell you to wait till 70 and take the most distribution that you can get. And for some people, there might be a little medium of both where you could continue working and take Social Security. Just know that there will be limits on the income that you can make without them penalizing you.
So, in summary, it depends. What do you think of her advice?
Chris, signing up for Medicare, you do it on the Social Security website, right? One of the things that we offer here, as a matter of fact, Troy, I know you're 22 years old. I had him to kind of do a little test. I had Troy actually create his My Social Security account. You don't have to be 60, 62, 65 to create this account. What was your experience? And you tell the listeners how easy it is to do so.
Yeah, it was very easy. I was able to sign up for it and get everything situated within 5 minutes. But if that's something that you're worried about doing by yourself, that's another service we offer. So come in and make an appointment and we can help you with that. But I was able to do it for myself it took me about 5 minutes.
So what this report basically is, it's called the My Social Security Report and account. And what you do is you can actually log in at any time. So Troy will be able to log in throughout the years and see what he is going to be entitled to for drawing Social Security at different times. But Nolan, it's one of the things I see all sorts of different views on this. And with Jade saying what she said was, one thing that she wrapped up is people have to understand that if you're planning on working, you have to understand the penalties of taking it at 62 years old. And understanding that is very, very important. One of the things it comes down to is genetics, right? I ask clients all the time when they ask me, when should I take it? And I go through and I'll ask them, well, how old's mom and dad? I have, aunts and uncles. What's the genetics look like in your dynamics in your family? Because that may determine also whether it's beneficial to take it later. The numbers are kind of staggering. 70% of people are drawing benefits early. Nolan, you and I have talked a lot about this. Taking it at 62, you're locking yourself in at that low number.
Yeah, that's why I think Social Security is one of the biggest decisions a family needs to make. And it's the decision they want to make after kind of running the numbers and looking at their own individual situation. There's no, I think, one right answer for anybody. We run a Social Security optimization report. So if you're one of our radio show listeners or following us on your YouTube channel, and you're within 5 years of retirement time, what you want to do is you want to have our office run a Social Security optimization report. What it'll do is it'll show you what the numbers look like if you decided to draw benefits, say, at the age of 62, or if you wanted to wait all the way to delaying the benefits to age 70, or we can run, multiple different scenarios with inside of there. But the reason why I say it's one of the biggest decisions that somebody makes, I ran an analysis, and the analysis I looked at two different couples. The first couple took their benefits early, draw benefits at the age 62, and then the other couple, they took benefits later. Mm-hmm. So even the couple that drew benefits early, if you looked at what the combined benefit was, if they take benefits at the age 62 and live all the way to age 85, that total combined value of what their benefits was $913,341. So it's $1 million decision.
Sure.
And it's an irrevocable decision after a little while goes by. So you want to get it right. Now, the optimal scenario, the scenario of running it till age 70 and drawing benefits at age 70, was it could increase the total amount of benefits that was paid out to $1,178,860 more. So roughly about $260,000 more, or on a peak period, getting about $3,547 more during their peak periods of collecting Social Security by taking an option of understanding what their approach was and maybe drawing benefits later. A few minutes ago, you mentioned the talking about life expectancy and looking at life expectancy. So I will hear people all the same say, hey, Nolan, nobody in my family lived past age 75.
Right.
I've run the break-even analysis. I'm just going to get it while I can and take it while I can. Well, what they're not thinking about in that situation, though, is they're not thinking about the impact of what that will have on your survivor benefit. So by selecting your benefits early, you could be negatively impacting what your survivor benefit is. The third area is, again, looking at it in a comprehensive approach. We not only help people with the Social Security Optimization Report, what we also do is we try to help people figure out, from a tax perspective, how to try to keep the government away from their money.
Sure.
And that comes down to their 401ks, Roth conversions, where do you put your future contributions? But it also comes down to the decision that you make on your Social Security benefit. What a lot of people are not aware of is, Social Security can be not taxable, only half of it can be taxable, or the maximum right now is only 85% of it is countable income from a tax perspective. And if you think about a traditional retirement account, so drawing money out of a traditional 401k or an IRA, 100% of the income is taxable when you take it out of a traditional retirement account. And again, with Social Security, the maximum amount right now is 85%. So would you rather pay taxes on 100% or 85?
Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer there.
And so when you get the bigger number by waiting to draw benefits later in life, that bigger number takes less of a strain on your withdrawal rate that you have as well. Now, here we're close to independence time, and I think America is the greatest country ever. I know, we could sit here and talk politics and poke fun at government all day long, and it's easy to do when you have, the failure of leadership that we have today. But the reality is America is still the best country ever, and Social Security is a benefit backed by the full faith and pledge of the United States government, and it's income, it's guaranteed for life, and it also gives you income that provides you a cost of living adjustment. I can think of a lot of different investments that we work with, and one of the investments that I work with is helping people within the stock market. And I think, there's some great things about having part of your portfolio within the stock market. But the reality is the stock market doesn't give anybody guaranteed cost of living adjustments. In fact, if the stock market crashed, it could have a pretty big negative impact on what the results were. So again, I think at the end of the day, what you want to do is, if you're looking at Social Security and you're trying to figure out, when to select Social Security benefits, have our office run one of those Social Security optimization reports for you. That'll help you determine what could be $1 million decision. It could be the biggest retirement decision that you make. So let's get it right together.
Nolan, I'll add one last thing because I know we're up against the break here. But one of the misconceptions that I run into all the time, and it's scary how often, is the full retirement age. On your statement, it's going to tell you your full retirement age. And people say, well, I have to work until my full retirement age. That's not the case. That's not the case. You don't necessarily have to work until the full retirement age. And one of the great things that Nolan and his team does with the investments is give you a way to bridge that gap from taking Social Security, retiring prior to that full retirement age. So if you need more information, before you make a decision, you want to sit down and talk with somebody, let us know. We're happy to help you and run that Social Security Optimization Report. We'll help you sign up for your My Social Security account. We're here to help in any way that we can.
Because it is such an important decision, and arguably one of the most important decisions you're going to make when you go to, through, and beyond retirement. You want to make sure that you get it right. And I have to remind you once again, the people at the Social Security office, they're not there to help you make that decision. They're there to process the paperwork, send you on your way. If you need help with that Social Security Optimization Report can go a long way to hopefully making sure you get the decision right as it pertains to you, sifting through the hundreds upon hundreds of different ways to file. It all starts with that phone call, reaching out, 419-794-3030, or go to the website, arhq.com.